Okay, so this is your Unit 2 review. So number 1 says Alyssa read 25 pages of a new book for the first day she bought it. After the first day, she read 5 pages a day. If the book was 300 pages, which equation can be used to determine how many days it will take Alyssa to finish her book? So she starts off with 25 pages and then reads 5 pages a day. So that's 5x. So it has to be D. Okay. Number 2. Kathy works at a warehouse packing boxes. Her job is to place the P items that each weigh 2 kilograms. So that's each way, so that's 2x, into a wooden box, or 2P, that weighs 1. So that's plus another 1. If Kathy can lift up to 10 kilograms, so it means it has to be less than or equal to 10. So that means J has to be correct. So it's J. Okay, number 3. Tyler is cutting strips of wood that are 3/4 inches long. He wants to cut enough strips so that he has a total of 9 3/4 inches if the strips are laid into N. Tyler has already cut 3 strips of wood. Each equation can be used to find W, the number of strips of wood that Tyler will need to cut to have a total length of 9 3/4 when the strips are laid out into N. So the answer is B. So because that's each wood plus the additional 2 1/4 is equal to 9 3/4. Okay, Elena purchased some pencils for 45 cents each. Okay, so it's 45 cents times X. She also purchased a ruler for $1.60. Elena spent more than at 175, so more than, so it has to be G or H. So since H is correct because they're adding the additional $1.60 for the ruler. All right, number 5. Cameron bought a used car for $4,500. He made a down payment of $1,200 and agreed to pay the remaining in monthly payments of $300 each. So it's 300x plus 120 has to equal 450. So the answer has to be A. All right, 6. The equation is in a one variable as shown below. Which number line represents the solution? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to solve this. So you get 6x plus 10 equals negative 8. So you draw your line, subtract 10 for both sides, get 6x equals negative 18. Divide 6 to both sides, you get x equals negative 3. So the answer has to be H, because it's the only one that has negative 3. Okay. Number 7. Inequality. So we're going to solve this inequality. So we have 8 minus 2x is less than 18. So you're going to draw our line, subtract 8 from both sides. This cancels out. This subtraction sign now becomes a negative. So now you have a negative 2x is less than positive 10. Then you're going to divide both sides by negative 2. You're going to flip your sign because you divide both sides by a negative. So 10 divided by negative 2 is negative 5. So the answer should be B. Because it's open circle, because it doesn't equal it. So it means that it has to be open. All right, number 8. Number 8. Sorry. So number 8, an equation is in one variable as shown below. Which equation is best represented by the equation 6 plus 0.50x is equal to 26? So the answer to number 8 is F. A carnival charges $6 a park, plus the additional 50 cents per ride, equals a total of $26. All right, number 9, an inequality in one variable is shown below. Which one matches this representation? So the answer to number 9 is A. A fence is in the shape of an isosceles triangle. So an isosceles triangle means it has 2 equal sides. The fence of at least 14 yards, so that's the correct sign. The length of the unequal side of the triangle is 4 yards. So that the 2 of the same sides plus the additional 4 yards has to be at least 14 yards. So it matches. Okay, number 10. 10, you have to represent the equation as 18 is equal to 114 minus 6 times B. The answer to number 10 is J. Amy baked 114 brownies for a bake sale. She sold bags of brownies with each containing 6 brownies. After the sale, she had 18 individual brownies left. What is B, the total number of bags of brownies Amy sold? Okay, 11. Which situation matches the negative 75 plus 8.25 times H is greater than or equal to 124.50? So the answer to number 11 is C. Rich earns $8.25 per hour babysitting. He needs at least $124.50 to attend a basketball game. If he spends $75 on electronics, how many hours must he work to afford the basketball game? Okay, 12. 12 is a model. So what this is saying is that this model equals 21. So it says you have 2 x's plus an additional 9.4 has to equal 21. So we're going to solve this. And we're subtract 9.4 from both sides. Do 21 minus 9.4 is 11.6. And then you divide 2 to both sides, and you get x equals 5.8. Correct. So the answer is 5.8 to number 12. All right, number 13. An equation is shown below. 2 minus 3x is equal to 8. Which of the following represents the model and the value of x? Okay. So A cannot be the answer because that's not subtracting the 3x. So A is not a possible solution. Neither is B. The reason why is because this represents x's, and that's only one positive x when you should have 3 negative x's, so that's not possible. C is the closest possible one, so we've got to see if it equals -2. So we're going to solve it. So you're going to 2 equals 2 minus 3x equals 8. Subtract 2 from both sides. Yeah, x equals -2. So yes, this has to be the correct answer. Okay. 14. So 14 is another model. Which of the following shows a model of the inequality of the values at x that makes the inequality true? So again, we got to figure out which model is correct. So the first model is a possibility because that's 3x plus 2. This G is also a possibility because that's 3x plus 2 is greater than 1. J and H are wrong because the models aren't correct. So now we have to see what the solution is. So you do 3x plus 2 is greater than -1. Draw your line, subtract 2 from both sides. You get 3x is greater than -3, and then you're going to divide both sides by 3. And oops, you do not flip your sign because you're not dividing both sides by negative, so it should just be this. So it is a -1. So the answer is F. Okay, 15. So as inequality is shown below, which model represents the first step in solving this inequality? Well, the first step in solving this inequality is taking away 5 from both sides. So A is taking away 5 from right here. But you have to do what you do one side, you have to do it to the other. So that's the reason why A is wrong and B is correct, because they're taking 5 away from both sides. And that's showing the first step. All right, 16. Barbara signed up for dance lessons at Dance Unlimited. She was charged $55 per month for lessons and one-time recital fee of $165. The equation represents the $495 total cost that she paid. How many months did she receive dance lessons? So we're going to take this equation and we're going to solve it. So 495 is equal to 165 plus 55m. Subtract 165 from both sides. Sorry, that 3 got away from me. So you get 330 is equal to 55m, and then you divide both sides by 55. So you're going to do 330 divided by 15, which is 22. So she did this for 22 months, so almost 2 years. Wait, why is this wrong? I'm sorry, guys. I must have messed up something. So it's 6 months. I messed up. Because I divide by 15 and not 55. So 330 divided by 55 is 6. I apologize, y'all. It's 6. So she only did it for half a year. So the answer is G. Okay. So 17, a model equation shown below was the equation. So these are 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x's minus 4. So I need a 6x minus 4, and that's the only one is C. So 17 is C. Okay, 18. The model represents an inequality. Which inequality could represent this model? So you have to have 2 is greater than or equal to. So if I flip this around, you would have negative 3x's. So that means f or h minus 4. So f or h still has to be less than or equal to 2. So F is the correct answer for number 18. Okay. 19. Which equation is true when the value of x is negative 8? So I can do this 2 ways. I can solve all these equations and figure out which one equals negative 8, or I can plug negative 8 into the equation and see which one is true. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do 1/2 times negative 8 plus 17. So 1/2 times negative 8 is negative 4 plus 17 is 13. This equation is true because 13 equals 13. I'm going to try to prove the other one's wrong. 3 times negative 8 is negative 24 plus 20 is negative 4. Does negative 4 equal 44? No, it does not. Okay, so next one's negative 1/2 times negative 8 minus 6. Negative 1/2 times a negative 8 is a positive 4 minus 6 is negative 2. Negative 2 does not equal negative 10. Finally, negative 2 times negative 8 plus 11. So then you get positive 16 plus 11, which is 27. 27 does not equal negative 5. So A is correct. All right. So Tracy and Melina are both saving money for the summer vacations. They both began saving at the same time. Trisha started with $10.25 and adds $5.50 to her saving every month. So that's $10.25 plus $5.15. So automatically, G, H, and J are wrong. Maybe, hold on. Melina did not save this right amount, but adds $10.25 to her month savings. Okay, so G and H are wrong, and so F is correct because it takes what Trisha saved, the $5.15 every month, plus the additional $10.25 is equal to Melina's $10.25 per month. So the answer is F for 20. All right, 21. Jack and Timmy are racing remote control cars. Jack travels 3.5 feet per second, while Tim travels 5.25 feet per second. Because Jack's car is slower, Tim gave Jack a 10-foot head start. Okay, so Tim gave Jack a 10-foot head start. So Jack is 3.5x plus 10. So that should be correct. Which inequality could be used to determine how many seconds Tim's car will be ahead of Jack's car? So 21. So we want Tim's car to be faster. So that would be C. So we want the 5.25 side to be faster. So the answer is C. 21 is C. All right, Roxy and Randy are selling pancake breakfast plates to raise money for a class trip. Roxy is selling plates for $5 and has already raised $175. Randy is selling plates for $3.50 and has already raised $250. Which equation can be used to find P? The number of plates that Roxy and Randy must sell to the total amount raised in the same amount, both Roxy and Randy. So 22 is H, because it takes the $3.50 per plate plus the additional $250, and they want them the same. So you take the $5 per plate for Roxy plus the plus $175. So the 22 is H. 23. I'll just tell you the answer is A for this situation. All right, 24. Which of the value of x makes the equation true? All right, so we're going to solve this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine like terms. So I have a 9.68 and a minus 6.23. So I'm going to do 9.68 minus 6.23, which is 3.45. So now you have 3.45 times x plus 21.6 is equal to 2.3 times x plus 17. So then we're going to combine like terms. Well, we already combined like terms, so now we're going to get the variable to one side. So I'm going to subtract 2.3 from both sides. So you get 1.15x plus 21.6 is equal to 17. So then I'm going to subtract 21.6 from both sides. So then you'll get 1.15x is equal to negative 4.6. So then you're going to divide 4.6 by 1.15. And these should come out to a negative 4. Yes. So 1.15 goes into a negative 4.6 negative 4 times. So the answer to 24 is negative 4. Hold on, guys. I can't get down. Okay, the equation is represented by the model below. What is the value of x that makes the equation true? So we're going to write the equation, and then we're going to solve the equation. So the first thing says we have 6x's minus 8 is equal to negative 4x's plus 7. So then we're going to solve. So I'm going to add 4x to both sides. So you get 10x minus 8 equals 7. So then you add 8 to both sides. And you get 10x equals 15. And then you're going to divide 10 to both sides. And so when you do that, you get x equals 1.5 or 1.5, which is B. So the answer to 25 is B. Okay. Finally, last one. The model represents an equation. What is the value of x that makes the equation true? So we're going to write the equation for the model. So you get negative 5x, make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, plus 1, 2, 3, plus 12 is equal to 3x minus 8. So I'm going to add 5x to both sides. So then you get 12 is equal to 8x minus 8. So then you're going to add 8 to both sides. So then you get 20 equals 8x. So then you're going to divide both sides by 8. So then 20 divided by 8 is 2.5. So J is the final answer for 26. Okay, so I know I talked really fast because I didn't want to make this video super long and y'all not watch it. If I ever talk too fast, you can always slow the speed down on the YouTube video. Thanks, guys.